this was a good idea. A Doom movie? Really? Doom was a pretty awesome video game back in the early 90s and evolutionized a lot of the first-person shooters today. But some moron thought, let's take this and turn it into this. You're really reaching at the bottom of the barrel when you decide to make a Doom movie. Well, strap on in for this shitfest. This is Doom. Our movie begins on Mars as a terrible science experiment has gone wrong. The doctor vaguely explains what's happening to the people on Earth and tells them not to come rescue them. So what do? They go rescue them. Yes, the world government sends Sarge, played by The Rock, and his band of misfits. And that's his name, Sarge. Nothing else, just Sarge. And look at this video game machine. This is the year 2046. This is a movie based off a video game, and they absolutely had no shit of an idea what a video game was. Well, it's in this scene that we meet our hero of the movie, Reaper, played by Karl Urban. And no fuck of a lie, that's his real name too, just Reaper. And guess how we're introduced to the Misfits?
Handle ID, Mac. Handle ID, Portman. Handle ID, the Kid.
The fucking guns introduce us to the other characters of the movie. I don't know if that's lazy, shitty, or both. So Sarge tries to discourage Reaper from going to Mars with them because his parents had died on there 10 years back. So they go to the Ark, which is a secret laboratory 10,000 miles underneath the Nevada desert. So what it does is that you get into this weird gel orb thing, and then it transports you from Earth all the way to Mars. And because of how fast that the rush is, when you come out the other side, you just end up puking. Fucking gross. We then meet Samantha, who is head of the Mars laboratory, and also Reaper's sister, coincidentally. So she leads them to the area where they put the lab on lockdown, and guess what? This is our movie for the next hour. Just walking through dark hallways, trying to find something to kill. I know they did this in the game, but it made sense. In a movie, you just can't tell what the hell's going on. So they find the scientist from the very beginning of the movie, and he's all fucked up now. He tries explaining that he was attacked by a monster, and is slowly becoming one. Well, are they fucking zombies? We finally cut to an action sequence, but you never see what the hell's going on. It just looks like they're shooting at nothing. And this goes on for 10 minutes. So one of the Misfits dies, and they realize that they need to evacuate this place because the threat is serious. And The Rock has had enough and demands answers.
Doctor, you were gonna tell me just what the fuck is going on up here?
Okay, that's the only saving grace to this movie so far, is how aggressively hard The Rock says fuck. So she tries explaining that she doesn't know what they are, but they don't buy it. They keep badgering her that she must know what these monsters are.
Something? What, like an alien?
Look at that thing! Portman, you need to shut the fuck up!
He yells it so hard! Look how scared shitless that guy is! I love it! So they seal the door so nothing can get in or out of Mars, and decide that they're gonna take out every single monster on this planet. But one of the guys is scared shitless and wants to bail. What do you think The Rock has to say about that?
Now you shoulder your fucking weapon, soldier.
It's like a magic word in this movie. If The Rock says fuck, you do whatever he says. So as they split up, we finally get to see an action scene with one of these monsters. But it's so dark, you can barely figure out what it is. Then the movie tries to make it legitimate by throwing in this cheesy storyline on how our hero Reaper can't get over his parents' death. After that, the movie just shows us these misfits dying one by either a number of monsters or just one, I'm not too sure. At least we get to see The Rock use the BFG, the big fucking gun. So they find out that the monster is actually humanoid, but The Rock doesn't give a shit. He wants to know why his men keep dying, and he's pissed.
What are you people working on up here?
We're analyzing bones, artifacts. We're not doing anything like this.
Then what the fuck is that?
It must be a genetic mutation.
Oh, no, lady. You better have a better explanation than that. The Rock said fuck. Well, it turns out that they were doing these scientific experiments to add another chromosome to the human gene to make them superhuman. Well, apparently it doesn't work, it just makes them fucking monsters. So The Rock decides that the leftover survivors must be also infected, and plans to kill off everyone so that the disease doesn't reach Earth. But Sam has discovered something quite interesting.
Linked
to what? Evil?
10% of the human genome is still unmapped. Some say it's the genetic blueprint for the soul.
Wait a fucking minute. You're saying that if you take this serum and you're evil, you will become a monster. But if you're good, you become superhuman? That's bullshit. So The Rock is running around wasting survivors whether they're infected or not. He doesn't give a shit. The kid finds a room of women and children who are survivors and clearly not infected, and he's ordered to kill them all. But he doesn't. How do you think The Rock responds to this?
Go to hell.
Holy shit!
Well, that was a little over-excessive, wasn't it? Don't fuck with The Rock! So the last misfit gets taken out by a monster dragging him through a floor grate, and another one takes out The Rock, and he says the weirdest thing.
I'm not supposed to die.
Sounds like that The Rock was saying that and he just misread the script. So after that battle, Reaper is bleeding to death, and his sister says his only chance is to take the serum so he can heal quickly. Well, he takes the serum and no shit, look what happened. The movie turns into the video game. Is this not ridiculous? It goes into a first-person format and shows them killing a bunch of things. And it goes like this for like fucking 15 minutes of just this. So finally the movie decides to go back to normal. And then we get to see a final confrontation between Reaper and Sarge?
Semper Fi, motherfucker!
You know what? Fuck it. Fine. After a line like that, you should be dead, but let's just go with it. Because of being attacked by those zombies earlier, he ends up becoming a monster, and they have this epic battle. So he ends the fight by turning on the Ark, opening up that weird gel thing and sucking the Rock through. But this movie wouldn't be complete without a shitty action line to end it off.
Like the kid said. Go to hell.
Yep, just like that one. And well, that's Doom. So what are my final thoughts on this? The story is so fast and makes little to no sense that you never know what the hell's going on. And then when there's the action scenes, it's so fucking dark that you can never see any of the monsters. The only time in the movie you really get to see them is the stupid first-person action scene. Hey guys, it's like Doom, the video game! You know the movie's really fucking bad when the only good thing about it is when the main character swears sometimes. I give it a woman getting her hand crushed in an elevator out of 10. Stay tuned next time for